am back today with a video. Today's video is a bathroom sesh video. This probably won't be the very last one you get because I am planning like a little Halloween photo shoot. I've already done purchase like the main components. The main component for that photo shoot, which you will see later. It took me a while to nail down, like, you know, like the what I was gonna do, the costume. And it's not really so much of a costume. I am gonna be something, but maybe like on a modern take of it. I don't know. I'm trying to modernize it because I want the photo shoot to be sexy, not gruesome. I'll tell you about it when I do the video because there is going to be a video for that later on in October. This video will be in October. The video that I got to film after this is either for next week or for October. We're going to see. It's shaping up probably to be October's video just because I haven't received it yet. My phone. Okay. Apple just sent my phone to me. I got some new products. We'll talk about them as we get to them. Y'all know how we do. But Apple just sent off my phone. Apple, count your days. I understand. Okay, I understand why this might take a little time because this like this has been like a very popular launch. Like people are talking about it, and mostly because of that cosmic orange phone. That's why people are talking about it. That's like the first like new phone we don't had in a few years, like first new color we've had in a few years. So people are excited about that phone, and I understand why. So if my phone is on back order, which like I said, I completely understand why, you know, but you know, I want my phone, so but I'll get it. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about it at all. I know that it's coming. Which brings me to a little bit what I want to talk about today. Yesterday, at work, I'll be honest with you, I don't pray all the time. I'm not gonna sit up here in front like I do. I do not pray all the time. I try to pray often, but I'm not praying all the time. But I do have like moments, like especially like recently, being that I'm working on some things right now. We're not gonna talk about it, and I'm kind of manifesting some things very hard right now. Anyway, yesterday it came to me. Patience came to me yesterday, and it came to me out of nowhere. It came to me because one, I've been stressing about when that phone was gonna get here. They just shipped the phone off today. They just shipped the phone off today, so I'm not getting it no time soon. I know that for a fact, especially since it was on back order. I'm definitely not gonna get it no time soon. But they just shipped the phone off today, and patience kept like coming up in my head. Like patience kept like the word patience kept popping up, like patience, and it dawned on me, since you need to work on being patient. Like you really need to work on being patient. And I don't just mean patient like with material things. I mean patient like patient. I was watching this Pastor Mike has been popping up on my timeline on TikTok. And for no other reason than not, I've been watching him. Jakes, Sarah Jakes, T.D. Jakes' daughter. Anytime she preaches, I stop dead in my tracks. Anytime she's giving a sermon, I literally stop dead in my tracks. I relate to nobody like I relate to her. But Pastor Mike, the last like clips of his sermons I have been seeing have stopped me literally dead in my tracks. Like they have just like spoken to me. It was talking about, and today the topic was timing, and not so much as it is about timing, but about God's timing. Like I said, I'm currently like manifesting some things for myself. A lot of things actually. I'm manifesting like one big thing in particular, which I'm hoping leads to something else. And I'm not really so much speaking the other thing I want to happen out as much as I am speaking the main thing I want to happen out. But he talked about how we get God's timing confused with our timing. Like, we might pray for something and we say I want this, and if it doesn't happen like when we expect it to happen, then we automatically jump to, oh well, it's just not going to happen. So if I'm praying for a husband and a husband hasn't materialized in my life, I pray for something, it's not going to just like materialize right there in front of me. Oh, this is going to happen today. No, that's not how that works. You pray, you ask for something, you wait, you prepare yourself for something, and he answers your prayers in a realistic, time, you know what I mean? And so he was talking about sometimes we get how he said sometimes we get confused with, God's promise to us and us putting a time on God. In other words, he's saying God isn't working on the clock like we are. We working on the clock. That's how we move our entire lives. So if we don't have it figured out by, I heard somebody say once, if you don't know what you want to do with your life by the time you're 25, then you're just gonna be stuck somewhere. You know what I mean? You're never gonna get where you want to go if you don't have it figured out by 25. Bull crap. That's not true. I remember one time I was telling her, I said, she asked me something, how we got on the topic, and she was talking about her husband and all of that, and I was saying, I really don't feel like marriage is going to happen for me because it hasn't happened yet. She said, what gave you that inkling that it's not going to happen for you? It did, but she said things doesn't happen how we want it to happen, and it sure exactly doesn't happen when we want it to happen. So it's a good idea to just get to work on the things that we want now, like little things like, maybe having a career, maybe learning a skill, picking up a trade, going back to school. And now while we have the time, because when we get the things that we want, like a husband per se or kids per se, we'll already have established ourselves in those areas or whatever that dream was, that we'll be able to take that time to enjoy what we prayed for. Wait, you don't know what God has for you. You don't know what he has planned for you. And don't assume because something hasn't happened yet that it's not going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. I think back to like when I first was trying to get my license. Now, if you know anything about that process for me, then you are a true OG to this channel, because we know that getting my license, getting my permit was no easy feat. But that was no easy feat. Y'all didn't get to see all of that, but y'all know a little bit about, how I struggled, because after I got my license, I came and I told y'all about the struggle and what I had went through to get it, and just how far I had come from having no license to having a license. I'm just going in with this, yeah. I'm just going in with that dark shade right there, and I'm just going to take that and I'm going to basically put it all over my lid. It hadn't happened yet, and I was struggling. Like it took years for me to get it, years, and I finally got it. And it took even longer for me to just start driving on my own. It didn't really take me that much longer, but it seemed like after I had gotten it was taking me forever just to get behind the wheel of a car. And it wasn't until a season of my life where, I don't know, maybe I was ready. Maybe I had grown up, matured a little bit more, that I was finally granted something I had prayed for. You know what I mean? I got this last night. This is just the I'm sorry. This is just the Juvia's Place liquid bronzer. This is in Rose Peach. I'm guessing it is the same color as this bottom color right here, like pink color right here. So yeah, we're gonna try this today. I'm gonna try the Esther's blush again. I thought I could make it just a little bit better than what it's been, so I'm gonna try it again. So I picked this up. So I'm just gonna put this right here, right there, like that, and we're just gonna blend upwards. Before I go in with anything else, I'm just gonna go in with my concealer. I'm just gonna go in with the Neutrogena and medium deep pecan, and I'm just gonna put it in the hot spot. So right here. As hard as I was praying for a car back then, I wasn't ready for a car yet, and God knew that, and that's why I didn't get it until late. And let me just go ahead and preface by saying that I'm a late bloomer, hands down. I do everything later than everybody else. I am the second oldest, and I am farther behind in my family than anybody else is. Like, well behind. It took some time for me to get on the highway. It took some time for me to get my license. It took me some time to get out of school. It takes me time to do a lot of things. To be honest with you, things that I feel like I'm more equipped to handle now, I probably wouldn't have been able to. I would probably have been able to handle it before. Just saying. I would have been scared. I probably would have done something stupid. Like, when was it? 3 nights ago, I got pulled over by the police. And I didn't get no ticket, thank God. And the headache that ensued after I realized I wasn't getting a ticket. But I say all that to say that, you know, things happen when they're supposed to happen. And if something isn't happening for you in a manner that in a timely manner that you would approve of, that just means that it's not time for it to happen yet, people. And that is sad to say, but that just means that it's not time for it yet. And so we have to be patient in what we ask for. And like right now, the most important thing that I'm asking for right now, it hasn't happened yet. And that's not to say that I don't believe that it will happen. I just believe that right now is not my season. Like I said, I'm just working on patience right now. I think that's something I can stand to use a little bit more of, patience. I think when it comes to it, I don't have much of it, and I need a lot of it. And so I think right now I'm going to use my time to just build more patience with myself, you know, and with God, of course, because like I said, everything happens in His divine timing, and I wouldn't want it to be any other way but His timing. So yeah, and I'm just so grateful because whether I know it or not, I'm living it in an answered prayer. I am. There are a lot of aspects of my life that I had only prayed for once upon a time. I only wished would happen once upon a time that are happening, and I'm happy. I'm grateful. I hear a lot of people talk about how grateful they are to be where they are, but I hardly ever hear anybody talk about how grateful they are to be where they are before they got into where they want to get to. I didn't say that. I'm just grateful, and I know that what I want will happen in due time. I'm in no rush for it because I know I don't know, but maybe God knows something that I don't, or there's something I need to do before something such as what I'm praying for happens, and I can do that. So yeah, I'm just going in with that brown, that deep brown again. I'm just contouring my nose, going back in with this blush brush and just going back in and making sure I hit those high points. So right there, like that, and right like that. I won't, so I'm just gonna go in and spray everything. So like that. We're going in with this Glow Unlocked by Heart. candy, and I'm just gonna put that glow back on my face. Like that. I got this brown sugar. I seen a girl on YouTube where I like it on her, so I'm gonna try it today. Brown sugar, and I got this lip liner by NYX. This is the Professionals Lip Lingerie, and this is in, what's this in? Up to No Good. Yeah, this is in the shade Up to No Good. So yeah, I got this off of TikTok. We're gonna try it today. I do have a backup brown liner just in case, you know, I'm not feeling this. I want to try something else, but I'm gonna try this because I got this. I just got this and I want to use it. So yeah. Alright, so I don't hate that, but it's just not enough. So I'm gonna go in with this. So we're just gonna go in with this. I do have one of these that's in what is it in? Guava, something like that. This is just brown sugar, so I'm just gonna go in with this. And going back in with that. It's giving real bad. Just zoom out a little bit so you can get the whole, yeah. See. And like I said, the video I'm about to film in just a minute, I probably wouldn't be filming this if I thought the phone was gonna get here in time enough for this video, for the video to go up. But you know, I don't know, and I can't sit around and pray that it comes before time. So you know, I am practicing patience. I'm gonna be patient and just hope that it gets here. All works out in the end. All right, so yeah, like, comment, subscribe. This was impromptu, was not planned, but I got these new products. I want to test them for you, and that's why you got it. Stay tuned for that, and I will see you soon next one. Bye.
Ambrescorner, the evolution of me.